Happiness is a universal pursuit, something that we all want, that we all wish to achieve, that we all wish to have. If we're not happy, it affects our mood, our day, how we interact with people that are around us. Everything. It affects everything. Even though happiness might be different for different people, what makes you happy, there are certain things that can help you to achieve happiness throughout the week. And I want to give some of these to you, some tips to you right now. Maybe one or two or even all of these can apply to your life and it could help you out today. Catch anything yet?
Yeah, I got one so far.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Keep at it, brother.
Oh yeah.
You too, man. 10 things that you can do today to be happier today. And no specific, no general order. Number one is to practice gratitude. Think on and dwell on things that you are thankful for. Think on the good things of life, how life has been good to you, not just how life has been rough to you and all of the rough patches and something difficult that you might be going through right now. Be grateful. And if you struggle, there's a rabbit. I don't know if you can see it right there. Where's that? Right there. That's cool. Anyways, be grateful. Sorry, I got distracted chasing rabbits. Okay. Number two, build and maintain relationships. Strong social connections are absolutely crucial for happiness. Hang out with friends, hang out with family, spend time with loved ones, spend time with people who are important to you, who lift you up instead of bring you down or just gossip and talk about all the bad stuff in the world. Just build strong relationships with people who are going to pick you up and to make you feel better and to be real with you, of course, but build strong relationships with those people. And don't just spend time with those people, the friends, the family members that you're probably thinking of right now that you could kindle or rekindle those relationships with, but as a person of faith, as a believer in Jesus Christ, I encourage you to work on and to build your relationship with Him. That's the best conversation that you will have on any given day of the week, is talking with God. So pray and just build your relationship with Christ and see where that takes you. I guarantee you it will lift you up. This view is just insane, by the way. I'm at Lake Wilson here in Wilson, North Carolina, just down the road from our church. And this is beautiful. Look at this view. It's just insane. Tip number 3 for getting happier today, regular exercise. This is something that I am still working on. I don't like to hear it, but it's good for you. It releases endorphins, the physical exercise, physical activity. It releases endorphins that will improve your mood and it will reduce your stress. Overall, it's just gonna make you happier. And it's kind of convenient that I'm doing this right now. I'm on a walk. Partially because I wanted to make this video, but then if I could just be fully transparent with you, I'm not in the best headspace right now, and I kind of need to just get out and walk and just breathe and take my mind off of things. And so doing this is something that will help that. Going for a little walk on such a beautiful path such as this one that is at Lake Wilson. So I sound like the video is sponsored by Lake Wilson. It's not. I don't know if anybody like runs this thing or whatever, but regardless, go out, get some sort of exercise, go outside for a little bit, take the dog outside, any sort of physical movement, just get out and move, release those endorphins, reduce that stress, and improve your mood. This spot right here is always cool to me too. I don't know why this little divot is right here. I'm gonna go straight to the water. It's a cool shot. Number 4, another one that I'm not the best at right now, but get enough sleep. Your rest is essential. Your rest is crucial. It helps you throughout the entire day. If you don't rest well through the night, it could affect you for the rest of the day. Don't just rely. How y'all doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. I did this in New York. I'm not used to doing it back home yet, so forgive me. I'm stopping so often because it feels so weird talking to a camera in front of people that's local. But anyways, there's a lot coming up. I think that's it for a minute. Okay, get enough sleep. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. Tip number 5: pursue meaningful goals. Set and work towards goals that you want to achieve that align with your passion, with what you feel like is your purpose. Because whenever you achieve these goals, you're much more likely to be happy and be glad and feel more accomplished that you achieved something that you wanted to do, that you set your mind to, rather than if you just set some random goal that doesn't really matter to you, you achieve it, it's kind of just whatever. So you want to set meaningful goals, something that you want to achieve. That way it will mean something to you, a meaningful goal. Yeah, so makes sense. But anyways, next tip, number 6. This is something that is so simple, but you just have to make yourself do it. And that is to practice mindfulness and to practice meditation, to just take some time throughout the day or take a moment in the week to just breathe, to just relax, to pause where you are and just remember, kind of going back to, practicing your gratitude. Just think on all the good things that have happened up to that moment, throughout that week, throughout that day. If life gets kind of hectic, just take a breath, relax, be mindful of where you're at, of where you could be grateful for where you are right now, and just breathe, meditate. Again, say a prayer and just take a moment to just pause, take a breath, and then move forward with the rest of the day. That's something that could, ease off any stress, any pressure that you might have in that moment. And then, once you take that moment of mindfulness, of meditation, you get your stuff, get your mind back together, get back to the task at hand, and to keep on moving forward like we're about to do on my favorite part of this walk. If you've seen the last time I was at this lake with my students, my favorite part of this walk is across this bridge right here, which is just beautiful. This view from this bridge across the lake is just insane. Number 7, engage in activities that you actually enjoy. Do stuff that makes you happy, whether it is read a book, whether it is cooking, whether it's playing sports, playing a video game, watching a show, listening to a certain music artist, listening to an audiobook, hanging out with friends, something that brings you joy, brings you relaxation, that you like to do. Do that thing, go for a walk, exercise, whatever it is. Do something that brings you joy. Do something that relaxes you. Catch anything today?
Not today.
Not yet.
But other days, yeah.
Oh, that's good. You have a good one. Maybe that hobby could be fishing. I don't know. Apparently that's popular right here. So try fishing, I guess. Number 8 is to help others. Help somebody else. Help different people. Whenever you do this, this will increase your sense of connection and of purpose. Different acts of kindness can lead to this feeling of fulfillment and of joy. So it's always nice just to help somebody. Don't try to just do something to get paid, but every now and then just volunteer, help somebody out. If you see somebody struggling, maybe at the market or any place like that, just give them a little bit of help or offer the help to them. And whenever you get to help somebody else, again, kind of gives you that sense of purpose, that sense of joy, and that can, again, increase your happiness. Number 9, as I've actually broken off the path and I'm kind of cutting through the grass right now, I could have just stayed on that one over there or that one back there, but there's people walking on them. So I'm trying to not record right here as much. It's funny because it's embarrassing to record like this, holding up the camera in front of someone, but it's totally okay for me to post it. And however many of you, all 5 of you, watch this video, it's a weird thing, I guess, the way my brain is working right now. But number 9 is to limit stress and manage time. This is also something that I really need to need to work on for myself. You want to identify the sources of stress in your life, maybe even negative stress or stress that it's just a part of it, and figure out how to manage those areas of your life a little bit more effectively to where it probably doesn't stress you out as much. Plus, when you have good time management, that can just make you feel more in control, thus less overwhelmed. As we go into our last tip, number 10, I'm actually gonna take a seat real quick and I'm gonna tell you a little story that pretty much leads us into this. These gnats are absolutely insane right now. I probably won't be able to stay seated just because they are all over my face, dude. A few weeks ago, my wife, Brianna, and I were headed to town, and there's a 4-lane road with a turning lane in the center, pretty much all the way down this road. We turn at our light, we're in the left lane now, and we are rolling at about 45 to 50 miles an hour. The speed limit's 45, so we're pretty much getting up to speed. A few cars in the right lane that we are coming up on have stopped. Little did we know they were apparently letting a car out that was in front of them that was coming off of whatever side road onto the main road that we were on. This car was not paying attention. It was not looking at us. It was not looking for us, for any traffic that was coming, and it was just easily pulling right on out into the road right in front of where we were as we were going 45 to 50 miles an hour. I quickly realized, thankfully I was watching the road and not doing anything crazy, but I quickly realized that this car was not gonna stop, and it just kept on going in front of us. At this point, the nose of the car is all the way across in front of us to the yellow line that is on our left side. Brianna's with me, Delilah's in the back seat. We just got Pelican snowballs and everybody's happy, we're all having a good time, and I don't want anything bad to happen, so I slam on the brakes as fast as I can. I've got my snow cone in one hand and my other hand on the steering wheel, and I'm trying to swerve out of the way so I don't hit this car right on the driver's side. Some way, somehow, it all had to be completely Jesus. By the grace of God, we just barely missed the nose of the car. I swerve around, my foot's still on the brakes, so we're slowing down, and we end up probably 20 to 30 feet on the other side of the car now. That car is still stopped in the middle of the road. I'm stopped in the middle of the road, and we're just paused, almost like we can see each other, but we can't. I'm assuming they were looking at me. I was looking at them through the rear view mirror. Now, in that moment, I started to get a little frustrated like I am right now with these gnats, so I'm gonna have to keep this thing moving. We're gonna end the walk, and we're gonna end this video with this right here. I started to get a little frustrated and was wondering what to do in that moment. Do I get out of the car? Do I stand up and holler back at him and start yelling, "What do you think? What were you thinking? What is wrong with you? Why did you just pull out like that?" And then I pretty quickly come to the conclusion, or come to the idea, like, what good is that gonna do? What is gonna be the outcome of that if nothing but a negative one? So instead of fussing, instead of complaining, instead of punching the steering wheel and being mad at the whole situation, I just took a breath and I said, "Thank you, Jesus, that I did not hit that driver, that nobody was hurt, that we're safe, our cars aren't damaged, and that everyone is okay." How you guys doing? Good. Brianna, myself, the other driver, whoever else was in that car, Delilah was mostly okay. She wasn't the happiest because she dropped all of her snow cones. She dropped all of her snowball, but she's all right. She made it through. It didn't spill all over the car. It just spilled on her. So that's a plus, I guess. Everyone was fine. We weren't complaining. We weren't mad. We weren't angry. We were just grateful. We were thankful, and we were just positive about the whole situation, which brings you and I to the last tip of this video. It also brings us to the end of this walk. So we are at the end of the trail now. Just got to get across this parking lot, and then we'll be right back at my car. I think my father-in-law just pulled up too. Yep, he did. Praise the Lord. I just finished walking. Tip number 10 is to maintain a positive outlook. Look for solutions instead of looking for problems. Thank God for everything that He has done, including what could have happened, maybe what should have happened, but even what did not happen. Instead of just complaining and being mad and upset all the time, just look for positive resources, positive fulfillment, and lift yourself up. Look for things that are going to pick you up. Maintain a positive outlook on life. Try one of these things, try two of these things, 5, try all of these things, try none of these things. But regardless, I hope that watching this video and sometime after this video, you find happiness. I hope that you find joy in your life and the life that God has given you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.